4-year deal for Tom Duday. Do you feel like that could be in the first round comp?
You're right, I think that paperwork just came out, so yeah, end of round 1, so as it stands right now, pick 19.
Is that pretty happy with it?
That'll be before the North Melbourne pick, ready?
Correct, that's before the North Melbourne pick, yep.
Is that suited for you, Reed?
Certainly we go into the trade period, with a really strong hand, so obviously we've got 4 picks, roughly inside 25, so we'll go to work with that over the next fortnight.
You'll try to get up to your order?
It's an option that we'll look at, absolutely.
What was the hesitancy around that longer deal for Tom? Was it the knee?
Yeah, we're not shying away from that. Obviously, we had a long-term deal on the table for Tom for a long period of time, and obviously when he did his second ACL, we sat down and revisited that as a list management and as a football club, and we were trying to do, I guess, the right thing by the list, and where we sat with that was a 2-year deal, and obviously with free agency, he was allowed to explore his options, so, we wish Tom all the best, and Emily and the family, and he's been a great servant in our footy club, but I guess that's what free agency is, so well done to him, and we wish him all the best.
Chris Burgess has asked for a trade to come to Adelaide. Are you looking to play him forward or back, or is his flexibility something that made him really appealing?
Yeah, I think the versatility in Chris is really appealing for us. Obviously, a South Australian keen to come home. Obviously, we know he can play forward, but before he's drafted, he obviously played back and a bit of ruck as well. So, with some of the key injuries we had behind the ball late in the season, we're also looking for a bit of, depth and versatility in that space.
Obviously, you're linked as a club with Clayton Oliver last year. What was your level of interest and where did it get to?
I don't think it got too far, Pete. I think with those things, we're pretty clear that where it ended up last week with Melbourne, so he's got a 7-year contract, and respectfully, that was something for them to work through. So we're keen to improve the list any way we can, and when elite players, I guess, put their hand up, there's something to look at, but it didn't get very far.
Did he give you an indication, though, that he'd be open to it if it all worked out?
I never spoke to Clayton, so at the end of the day, it's between him and Melbourne, and I guess we sat there and just watched it play out. Everyone's moved on now.
Really, was it because Oliver's such a generational talent, that's something you just look into, or are you hoping at some stage to add a big fish to that list?
Look, we're looking at ways to improve our list, and we're not shying away. If you could have a quality player like that, whether it's Clayton or someone else, added to your list, you'd certainly have to look at it. So that's, I guess, part of my role to see how we can get better. But again, I think they've cleared that up pretty clearly last week.
Really, what was the reaction like? Not often someone like that, someone of that magnitude is available, when all of a sudden you see Kells and Nixie saying, well, we have to prepare for a potential chat with Clayton Oliver. What was the reaction like from the guys?
There's a lot of names that come across my desk in trade period, and you get excited, and there's a lot that don't want to dance with you, so you move on pretty quickly.
What's the latest with Gilbert and
McAdam, obviously Shane's requested a trade, so we had 2-3 offer in front of him for a fair part of the year, so we'll need to work through that over the trade period. It's really disappointing because we were keen for Shane to start the football club. And Elliot, it's something we're working through, but he's contracted for another year, and given the lack of height stocks, I guess, across the board, there's a fair chance Elliot will be at the club next year.
He hasn't requested a trade?
No, we've gone in with an open mind, but he hasn't requested a trade. We just said we'd both have an open look at how things play out, but I don't think anything will come of that.
Did Chol's decision sort of kill that move, really?
Yeah, we walked away from that decision about a week ago, so yeah, that probably didn't assist.
How hard's the deal going to be with McAdam, given you got 4 picks in 25 now, you don't really need another to mid-pick?
Yeah, I guess ideally, I'd like to go back to the old days where you do player for player. We haven't done that for a while, so ideally we'd like to bring a player into the club, but yeah, we've got 4 really good picks, so certainly the picks don't really help us at the moment, but again, we'll work through that. Depends if Melbourne are willing to participate, Pete, so obviously when they're contract, that's a little bit harder.
Have you given up on Harry Petty? Has he made it clear that he won't come, or still trying?
Look, respectfully, he's a contracted player, Rafi, so we understand his desire to get home at some stage, but he's got another 2 more years, so respectfully, it is what it is.
Really, how high can you look to go with your back in your picks? There's so many picks in the 20s and now the Duday pick as well. How high can you want to get up?
As high as we can, Theo, so we'll, look, we'd like to get as high as we can in the draft, so we'll try and achieve that over the next fortnight. We've been having conversations for a period of time now, so obviously, this morning with Tom and that conversation helps towards that.
Are you still in a Big 4 discussion?
Unlikely, I think. I'll ask again in about 10 minutes.
About 10.
10?
10 more.
Again, 10, 17, 7. Andrew Mackey's to my left, so we'll work through that and see.
You've had some famous deals with Stephen Savani, looking forward to him being back in the system.
I rang him this morning, see if we could walk in together, but he said he started with S now, so he's got to come in later. So, no, I won't be going near Sauce. All right, thanks.
Fantastic.
Cheers.